Okay, so we're in super overtime here, but here we go. We're looking at the 4 on the G string. Remember, when we had the capo over here, here's 3, here's your E, the 3rd of C. This would be your G string. This is lower than your G string, so that was kind of wrong to say. That's why I'm mentioning that. And again, so we've got bottom 4, 6, 2. It's like our our E minor shape second. So if we just play an E minor shape second, but we want to add that 7th, and look what we got. Okay? I have done this, I've studied the string shapes, and the best way to do it is just play the second and look for that 7th. Where's the 7th? Right here. Alright, that's the way we do that one. So let's go over one more cage to the A box. We're not going to have time to do all of them, but we've got to keep moving along. Here's our A-shaped A. Now we're in the A box. Hallelujah. A. Here's a pentatonic scale. A, C, D, E, G, or C, D, E, G, A. Pentatonic scale. C, D, E, G, A. Okay? With the half diminished right there. A box right here. Tri-Pentatonic A, G minor, going ahead in the cage word, G minor shaped second, D 4th, C minor shaped, starting the cage word over again, C minor shaped second, E 5th, E shaped 5th, D minor shaped 3rd. So we got D minor shaped 3rd right there, half step up, D major shaped 4th. We just look at that and we'll see if we got any familiar chords. Have you seen this one before? Now, I think we discussed this one before earlier in the class. So what we've essentially got is this 4 and this 2. Remember, it's 2, 4, 6. Okay? So it's your call. Let's look at the top 3. We're looking at a 2 minor in the A box. Here's your A. Here's your A box with the capo up here. Here's an A-shaped A, which is up here. 5, root 3, 5. On the 4th, on the root, we can do the major 7th. Can't get the 3rd because we got the capo of the fret nut there, so we would be in the key of A if we were doing it from the fret nut. Here I've got the capo on the G, that puts us in the key of C on the A shape. So we've got root 5, how easy? Root 5, 5, root 3. Just write that, regular old A. Now let's go up 1 on the pentatonic scale. A goes to C. Got the C minor, 6, 2, 4, and then root 4, 6 or root 2, 6. We want a nice 2 minor shape. We want it to sound like this. That sounds like what we're doing. It sounds like we're doing like 6, 2, 4. Okay, I'm going to use 2 hands. 6, 2, 4, and then root 2, 6 to root 4, 6. So here's the 4th. Here's with the root 2. Okay, that's what we're supposed to be getting. Let's see if we can do something like that. let's go for the 2 first, and it's going to sound something like this. Oh, my finger slipped right off the top one. Alright, here we go. Okay, so I kind of flubbed that one. Let's go on to the D now. D minor, we've got a D minor third, D minor shaped. Here's our D minor, but the difference between this D minor and the regular D minor on the C box is the D minor on the C box is up one where the F is. The F is the third of that second inversion D minor. So it's up here. But this D minor shape is down 1 fret. So we just slide it down, lift the finger off for open. That eerie sound. That's the D minor that we're going to be wanting to get in this position. So we've got that D minor. I found it best to first put your fingers on the 2 and the 5 and then fill in the D minor shape up top. Now that is likely 5, 5, 2, 5, 7, 3, 5. Now what are we doing up here? Oh, okay. I got that wrong. I had my finger on the top string instead of the B string. 7, 3, 5. You see that? 5, 7, 3, 5. You see? So that's easy to play. D, you know what D is, right? D is just D. But did you know these 2 open strings, usually take them for granted? This first inversion, 6 root 4. Okay, it's a D fourth. So it's 6 root 4. And then from there, we're going to play root 4, 6. So it's like this. Simple chords, but it's hard to get these guys because we have our 3 up here. Okay, so we've got to do that somehow and then get this second one here. So first I'm gonna get my finger on that 6 and then I'm gonna form my little D up here with whatever's left. Okay, there it is, the D chord, the big 6-string D. We can go ahead to the E chord. Okay, well, let's skip. Guys, got to move along. I think we're just going to get through the first 2 columns. But here's our E shape. 5, 7, 2 we've got a modal 7th up here, the 4th. Remember, this is our 5 chord, and if the capo is on the G, this is a G7. Alright, so that's it. We got a 5 on the bottom, 2, 5, 7, and then, okay, we don't have to do it on the piano. Hey, we're out of time. You know, we've got the G minor shape G minor. We did that, just all 4 of these. It's been a really good lesson. I think we made a little progress, and you'll see these shapes repeating themselves. I think the only one we didn't get to was the A minor, which is slightly sunken down. We'll get to that next time. You know, the 1 fret down A minor is a little different. Just keep playing the chords, and they'll start to repeat themselves. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow the instructions below to access Andy's Facebook group. Have a great night.